Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams Halloween edition. And it's Thursday, and it's Xander Thursday. It's all the things today. And it's also our first stream at the new time, our winter time, or like our autumn winter time or whatever, daylight savings time or not daylight savings. I don't know, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hi, welcome. So yeah, happy Halloween for all who celebrate. As I've said, because I was originally from England, I'm just not really like much of a spoopy boy. That doesn't mean that like everyone who's like from the UK isn't spoopy, but I just think if you're probably from the UK, from certain parts of the UK, maybe like of a certain age, you're just not really going to be a spoopy boy. But I hope you guys are having a good Halloween and are having fun. What are you guys? If you are dressing as anything today, let me know what you're dressing as. Whilst I say hi to some people, so hi Kiba and Kieran and Paimon and Nightbot, and Xander. Hello. Oh, and then also like from a couple of hours or half an hour ago, Jordan, and then from several hours ago, Xander. But like, I mean, Xander's here again now. But thank you for when I saw that thing, Xander, I was like, wait, have I gone live already? It was like, oh wait, this is from like hours ago. So keep it. It's a name you should know. Okay. So. Hello there, everyone. But no, welcome to our earlier time. I am sorry because I know that this means we're gonna miss people like on Lara. Like, I'm really gutted we're gonna miss on Lara, but Kevin should be here, right? Kevin, right? Wait, on Lara is here. Just literally as I said that, on Lara is here. That was like magic. Just listening for now. You might be able to play the fourth round, hopefully, and you have news. What shiny did you get on Lara, or did you get some big like life promotion? Let me know. This is really cool. Yeah, on Lara, you can't just leave us hanging like that. Like, I'm gonna start these opening credits, and by the time they're finished, you'd better. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to tell us anything. But that's very. I'm glad you have news. Well, provided it's good news. If it's bad news, I'm sorry you have bad news. Oh, if on Lara had shiny Lunala, that would be kind of hilarious. Lovecat Mew Mew, hi, stopping in for a minute. Thank you. You're dressed as Rosa for Halloween. Ooh. Oh, so you can get updates on the... Oh, so you should be able to hopefully, in theory, in-game theory, get Pokemon Bank and things like that. Oh, that's really cool. Because here's the thing. When you said about, like, updates, I was like, but you can still... I was thinking you could still get updates and stuff. So, like, because, like, the eShops aren't... Like, the shops aren't, like, sort of... Like, the Wii U shop, for example, it's not actually, like, fully shut down. It's just kind of, like, I don't think, or something like that. Like, there is a thing where they're not, like, fully shut down. They're just kind of mostly shut down. So, that's really cool. Oh, well, that makes me very happy on Lara. Hannah, hi. And Cheese is here. Hi. And happy Diwali. Oh, my gosh, today is, like... everything day. Oh my gosh, today is like everything day. Okay, chat, can I ask you guys a few things? Number one, if you have not clicked like on the video, that thumbs up button, could you please do that? Because it does just help out like so much, and I'd hugely appreciate it, and thank you. Particularly because we are at a new time and I need the metrics to be boosted as much as possible. So, oh, hang on, I didn't read the beginning of Cheese's message. Ooga booga. I'm scared now. So you got Hoopla, Keldeo, Diancie, and Marshadow for your living digs. Woo. That's excellent. Oh, that makes me very happy. Okay, so number one, like the video. Number two, if you would like to play along, then please, if you cheese, no, I said that the wrong way around, but please, make sure you're watching the YouTube video live. If you hover on the video or tap on the video once, in the bottom left-hand corner, make sure you have the red circle, not the grey circle, okay? You want the red circle, not the grey circle with the negative number. If you have the grey circle, click the word live to be transported into the present. It's not back to the future, it's back to the present. Okay. And you got the Zygarde. Oh, that's cool. So, there's all of that. And then, if you've done all that and you're all ready and good to go, I think like today or tomorrow is like the last day I have my online subscription before I need to replace it. The other thing... Okay, yeah, well, cheese. Basically, cheese. Oh, so for those who are a bit confused sometimes about whether to say strike, basically, if you're saying strike, I would only say strike, like, once you are definitely here. Like, if you're like, I'm not available now, but I will be later, don't say strike. Strike is kind of purely just for people who are, like, around, and that kind of a thing. Because, like, I know maybe someone could be like, I'm not available now, but I'll be for, like, Team 2, but I'd rather just make sure the people who are here get assigned teams, and then, like, if you're around later, you can get assigned to a team later. Because we never, like, assign all 4 teams right at the beginning. So... but yeah, so I think that's good not to say it, cheese. But thank you for letting me know. Froggo, hello. And Toko, hello. So welcome. Please like the video if you haven't already. And then we're going to get to the magic phrase, but don't say it until I say ready, set, bow, okay? Please hold your horses. May all horses be held until I get my instructions out. If you are interested in playing today and you're watching live and you have the DLC and an online subscription that's active and isn't expiring in 2 days and all that other lovely stuff, then today's tickets are for Dialga, Lunala, and Tornadus. And what we're going to be doing is... wait for it. But no, if you're interested in playing, I will need you to post in Strike with in the following format, okay? I'm going to need you to write in big capital letters, strike at the beginning of your post, and then you're going to say, I can do, and then you're going to let me know what you can do out of Dialga, Lunala, and Tornadus, okay? So it's going to be strike, I can do, and then let me know out of Dialga, Lunala, Tornadus. Ready, set, bow! Kieran was slightly... Kieran beat Nightbot, but that's okay, because Nightbot takes a second, so... Okay, so let's get the old spreadsheet arena up, and then we'll figure this out, shall we? So let's see what we've got. We've got Kieran and Xander. So hold on. Oh my gosh. We got guys, we have like... And just... I know some... I do apologize if the spreadsheet section of the stream is like a bit slow. But basically... I know that it can be a bit slow, but the thing is, in the past 3 months we've been doing this, because yes, in a couple of days, I'll have been doing the strike streams for 3 months. I will... Oh, Charlie, if you would like to play, let me know. But hello, lovely to see you. But if you'd like to play, let me know. Write strike in big capital letters, and let me know what you can do out of, like, Dialga, Lunala, and Tornadus. Hang on a sec, so I'm going to put Kiba. But yeah, so I do apologize if it takes me a while to do the spreadsheet stuff, but it's literally just because I do have like 75 names or something to like flick through, and I have to do that every time I add a new person. So I have to like go down to P for Kiba, and then like down to F for Froggo, and then, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, you can only do Dialga. Well, then let's get you on a Dialga team, shall we? Let's get you on a Dialga team. Okay, so hang on. We're going to go... So, hang on. I just want to check this. Froggo can do all but Lunala. So, I'm going to put Froggo in Team 1 as well. And then I kind of have to make sure that, like, Kieran's in, like, the first 2 teams, don't I? But that's okay, I think. Hang on. Let me just double-check everyone. Any. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Hold. Okay, here's what I've got. Let me know if I've messed this up or if I've assigned anyone incorrectly, okay? And then we'll proceed, okay? So I've got 2 teams so far. We've got Team 1, Dialga. We've got Charlie, Froggo, and Xander. Okay, that's going to be for Team 1. And then Team 2, Lunala, we've got Kieran, Paimon, and Kiba. Okay, those are the 2 teams I have. Have I messed that up? Have I assigned anyone incorrectly? Let me know. Mars says, hello, happy Halloween. But lovely to see you. If anyone hasn't clicked like on the video, please do it whilst I just get some confirmation from people that we are good to go. But yeah. So Team 1, please get ready. That Team 1 is going to be Charlie, Froggo, and Xander. Okay? Whoa! Wonga Chimichonga Bonga to help with your Nintendo Switch online payment for whatever you want to spend it on. Lol. Oh, that Cheese. That's really kind. Cheese just tipped $5. That's really kind because I do need to do that in 2 days. And it's like, if I wasn't literally doing a series of streams where I need the online subscription, I wouldn't be renewing it right now. So that genuinely does really help because I've had like a lot of expenses recently, but I also like haven't been working recently outside of the one thing I did last week. So Charlie, I do indeed have Rank Elite listed on the spreadsheet already. We have you from before, but thank you for reminding me because that is very good, and I would prefer people remind me than just assume that we already have it. So thank you. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. So if that's all good, Team 1, Charlie, Froggo, Xander. Team 2, Kieran, Paimon, Kiba. So Team 1 for Dialga, Charlie, Froggo, and Xander. Please come on down. I think I said the teams out loud enough times. And then, oh wait, oh no, I was like, wait, what about Cheese? It was like, wait, Cheese literally just told me. Like, yeah, I can't play right away. Sorry, I'm a ding-dong. Or I'm being a ding-dong. I'm not a ding-dong, but I'm being a ding-dong. Okay, so please connect to the internet, talk to the lady. And then if you're asked about any preferences, you're going to say anything goes, but I'm going to say Dialga. And then Kieran could be like our substitute here if we need a substitute. But let's go 1031. And then let's go like 0213. So that's 1031 and then 0213. Lots of zeros, ones, twos, and threes. Also, I'm just having a drink because I was really thirsty. Good golly gosh. Okay. Right, this is taking a while. Okay, there we go. There we go, everyone's in, lovely. Dialga is weak to ground and fighting types. So those are the types of moves we want to go for. If we can't find those Pokemon, steel types are very good defensively. They do completely like wall Dialga. So that's just something to keep in mind if we find something that's like steel and has like screech or metal sound. So there we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, we do have an electric type, but not the best electric type. And then we have Mr. Mime, who is weak to steel. Slowbro is a water type, so it does resist steel. I tell you what, I'm going to go for Slowbro for now, just because it might be good at, like, actually, like, beating Pokemon. Oh, Hitmonlee, there we go. But Magneton could be, like, a good backup once we, you know, once we, like, pick things that are, like, decent or whatever. So, yeah, everyone, let's put some stars and sparkles in the chat right here, right now. Some extra stars and sparkles for Xander's sake, because it's Thursday, it's Xander Day. Let's get Xander some shinies, because Xander's kind of like our last, what's the phrase I'm thinking of here? But basically last man standing when it comes to getting a shiny. So it would just be really cool if Xander finally got one. Right, okay, there's a Clefairy to the left, or is that a Jigglypuff? No, it might be Jigglypuff. Or it could be, no, isn't Wigglypuff tough in this mode? Oh no, that is Jigglypuff, I think. And then Cryogonal's on the right. Miltank, oh, there's Marshtomp on the right, so I think we want to go to the right for the Marshtomp. And then, though, I like legit, I legit, I like kind of legit don't know what to do here. Because we do not have good options here. That's the thing, Xander's just like massively overdue for this, and Xander worked really hard to get the Pokedex as well, so like, come on, universe, just do it. I like the avatars today, everyone's looking very spiffy. Light screen with Magneton. That's not a bad idea. Actually, no, hang on, doesn't Magneton have Flash Cannon? Because if Magneton has a Steel move, I would just go with the Steel move. If it doesn't have Steel, then, then yes, you can do Light Screen. But I would say if you do have, like, Flash Cannon or something, I would just go with that personally. Because, again, we want to play aggressively. So if we have super effective moves, and particularly stab super effective, we do want to be going for them. Hitmonlee does have Vocal Kick, so that would be very cool as well. There we go. Yeah, but Cryogonal does have Solar Beam, which in theory would be good against Slowbro. But again, the thing is, the thing is, by attacking it, that reduces how many moves it's going to use. That's the thing you got to keep in mind. Like, we want to reduce the number of times it's going to attack. So that's always like the important thing to keep in mind. Okay. Oh, on Lara, you've started another hunt. The addictive pain has gotten to you. Oh, dang. Oh, on Lara, I did finally see your Blue Sky post, because I have been going on Blue Sky a couple of times recently. So I did actually see your post in the notifications the other day, which is very cool. Okay. Reggie Drago? Reggie, oh no. Okay, so using Ice Beam. More like an Ice Beam. Right, Kadoosh, so close. But see, I'll point out one thing here, right? If we hadn't used Light Screen on the first turn, yes, Hitmonlee would have taken more damage, which is a good point. But we also would have defeated Cryogonal by now. So that's why I do say, and it might shrug off. Okay, I was worried it might shrug off some stats there and then like get an attack in, but that's okay. So basically, in that battle, it was much of a much, tomato, probably by reducing that light screen on Hitmonlee, that was sort of like the better thing to do. But generally, we want to play aggressively. If we have super effective moves, we want to reduce the number of times Pokemon are going to be attacking, because even if we use like a light screen, it's still bad to have a Pokemon, like give a Pokemon an extra attack to like mess us up, potentially freeze us, stuff like that. I don't think we really want this because it's gonna suck against Dialga. But yeah, the question is, who's gonna go for the Marshtomp? I was almost wondering. Here's the thing I was almost wondering. I was wondering if I, as the Slowbro, should take the Marshtomp. And I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. Haunter... Oh, no, wait. Haunter has Hypnosis, right? We could try for Hypnosis strats. Like, doesn't it have Hypnosis and Hex? So, like, couldn't we go for, like, Hypnosis, like, Hex strats or something like that? So let me know if that makes sense or not, but... Because basically, I think Magneton's good because it can set up Light Screen and can just sit there defensively. Like, again, this is just because we have very poor options, okay? So this is me thinking out loud. Haunter has Energy Ball to hit Marshtomp. Exactly. But the thing is, Haunter... Let's just check everyone's moves quickly and we'll have a look through. But basically, Slowbro can use Flamethrower and, like, that's it. That's all it's got. And it doesn't, like, have any... it has Psych Up. But that's not really, like... Whereas Haunter can do, like, Hypnosis and Hex. Magneton can use Light Screen and then, like, Flash Cannon. And Hitmonlee can, like, use Low Sweep and then at the end use Close Combat. So I actually think that I, as Slowbro... could be the way to go here. But, and yeah, if you're Magneton, you could use Magnet Rise to avoid Dig. That's a fair point. That's one of those like defensive moves where it's like, okay, yes, if you're dodging a ×4 weakness, like, yeah, do that. Because Magneton doesn't really have anything to hit Mark. See, the difference between the previous battle and this one is in the previous one, Magneton had Stab super effective, whereas against Marshtomp, it doesn't. So that's why, you know. Oh, you had a Charmander and Bulbasaur plush? That's really cool, Cheese. I love that. Right, okay. So there's the Magnesis. Okay. There's Water Pledge, Expanding Force. I was going to say that had to have been a crit, but there we go. Jordan, hi, welcome back. Lovely to see you. How you doing? Happy Halloween. Okay. Let's all just attack this thing, and then we'll be good, I think. So I like, Cheese just accidentally put a typo there, Jordab, but I like to picture Jordan dabbing now, like, just like, like Jordan is our designated dabber. Okay, so well done, Team 1, nicely done. Okay, so, but yeah, so are you guys good with me? Yeah, there's an emoji for it, yes! But yeah, thank you for letting me know that, Xander. But anyway, Bark. But yeah, so I am going to throw my hat in the ring for this because, I don't know. There's just not really anything that, I don't really think there's anything Slowbro can do. Plus, I have already switched for the Muscle Band in anticipation of this switch. So, because like Hitmonlee is like definitely a no. I don't think Magneton is, and then, but like, so basically it was always going to be between like Haunter and Slowbro, but, and also it depends on what we go. Okay, Serena is like terrible. Do we want to go for Raichu just because it's going to be easier to defeat than the others? That's why I'm going to pick it. I don't think it does have Focus Blast, so, and it does resist Steel moves. So, you could, in theory, in-game theory, you could, in theory, switch out, you could switch Haunter for Raichu. I will kind of leave it up to you whether we think, like, Hypnosis Hex strats are the way to go, or if, like, Focus Blast strats. I suppose, as well, it depends on who's Dynamaxing, because let's say Raichu could Dynamax. Who is our Dynamax? Is it Magneton right now? Oh, if Magneton Dynamaxed. Oh, if Magneton Dynamaxed, that would mean Haunter could Dynamax, which would mean Raichu could Dynamax, and then that would actually be really good. Okay, it's using Max Knuckle, but okay, no, we're passing over that idea. Oh, that's a big super effective hit. Okay, so but this is actually okay though, because the reason why is now this means that during the Dialga fight, I as Marshtomp will Dynamax, and that means that instead of using Dig, quick before the Hyena come, I will have Max Quake, so that's actually pretty nifty as well. So, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, never mind. No, I had an idea. It was a silly idea. Ignore it. Ignore my brain. But yeah, no. So basically, yeah. Here's me just thinking out loud. We have two options. Two main options going forward. Haunter. Haunter could stay and could use like Hypnosis Hex strategy. Obviously that does rely on accuracy luck, so keep that in mind. But that's one idea. But it is a viable one, potentially. So that could happen. Or Haunter could switch for Raichu, and you could use, like, Focus Blast strategy or whatever. But that also relies on accuracy luck as well. Although, ironically, Focus Blast does have better accuracy than Hypnosis, so just keep that in mind as well. The only other thing would be is if you, say, switched, like, Magneton for Raichu, because you would still have the resistance to Steel, but you would lose the resistance to Dragon. But you would get some health back. Dig, quick before the hyena come. I do think given the poor sort of team composition we have, that Sleep probably is the better strategy. So I do agree with you there, Froggo. I just like weighing out the options. But yeah, I do think probably Haunter is better. Yes, Hypnosis is less accurate, but if we get it, it will save us from like so many attacks. And the other thing about preventing it from attacking is that we prevent it from raising its stats from Dynamax moves. So yeah, I'm good with the Marshtomp. Yeah, it sounds like Froggo's gonna stay with Haunter and stick with the speed, and then we'll see how this goes. Okay. Well, I kind of asked this the other day, but I'll do it anyway. What are some of your guys' favorite Halloween foods? So you can either like talk about your favorite like fall foods, like autumn foods, or you can talk about like Halloween candies. But let me know what you enjoy. Do you like candy corn? For those of you who live in places that have candy corn. Okay, I am going to be boosting our stats here, so yes, use light screen, but we also kind of don't super duper need it. But like, so like use it, but then you know we should be like really really good once we have set it up. Yes, Raichu does have Lightning Rod. Luckily that isn't a factor here because like it's the only Pokemon. I think it's the only Pokemon here that has an electric move. Like Dialga doesn't have any electric, and oh, Magneton. Oh, sorry, we have Magneton, don't we? But for Magneton, we were going to use Light Screen and Flash Cannon anyway, because Flash Cannon has the chance to lower special defense. Oh, that's Haunter down. That's Haunter down. Dang. Love candy corn. Me too. I like candy corn as well. Because it's kind of like fudge. Like sort of cheap fudge. Not like fudge, but like cheap fudge. Right, low sweep. That's nice. And then light screen. More like a fight screen. And then show me potato quake. No, you're right. Sorry, I forgot we had Magneton. I was like, we have Hitmonlee, Marshtomp, Raichu. It's like, oh, right, Magneton. Yeah, so Magneton, like, you know, yeah, Magneton could trigger Raichu's thingamajig. If we'd had Raichu, then yes. Magneton could have, like, powered up Raichu to make Focus Blast hit harder, is an idea as well. Oh, we got the heal! Nice! 2, 4, 6, 8. That cheer was very great. Here we go. Right, low sweep. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Magneton resists Dialga, so that's why, like, it's got value. It can just sort of sit there and take hits and lower the special defense, so... Tabai! Hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Happy Halloween! Okay. Right, that's more special defense up. I kind of wish that Marshtomp had Max Knuckle. Oh gosh, that's not good. It would have been nice if Haunter had Will-O-Wisp instead of Hypnosis, but oh well. Okay. Well, let's hope Hypnosis gets a hit in this time. Let's hope we can get a hit in, and let's hope that Hypnosis does indeed hit. Javier, hello, happy Halloween. Okay, oh no, that cheer was feeble. Oh no, and Hypnosis missed. There was a Hypnosis. Can we get a special defense down? No. Oh no. Oh, this is going badly very quickly. It probably is just about to reset stats. But we do still have the light screen up, so that's not the end of the world. It's getting desperate. It's going to start using them AI, and there's the Nullify as well. Oh no! It's the Nullify AI. Oh gosh, there's Flash Cannon. That Haunter is so frail. Oh gosh, Haunter's so frail. That is the danger of Haunter, unfortunately. I do think Sleep Strats was still like a good thing to go for and probably the thing to go for, but yeah. Okay. It's all up to Xander now. Xander, use close combat, okay? Like, definitely, like, use close combat, because we need... I'm gonna... Oh, gosh. Do I go for Dig? Or do I go for, like, Ice... I'm gonna go for Ice Punch and hope for a cheap freeze. Because we need to, like, hit this with everything. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this chip feeble? Oh, great. No, it's feeble. Oh, it is the Max 1 win. Oh, no. We lost. No! Did that take out, like, all 4 of our lives? Dang. Dang. And that's one less shiny opportunity for Xander. Dang. Okay, well... Oh, well. Let's do a quick patented double shiny check, and then, we'll quickly move on to Team 2. Okay, hang on, let me just check. I gotta just check I don't have any... important messages or anything. Okay, so, right. So Team 2, Lunala. We're going to have Kieran, Paimon, and Kiba. Please, the 3 of you, come on down. Okay, unfortunately there, I do think we were riddled by poor options. Like, we didn't really have a great team going into that. And it wasn't because we did anything wrong. It wasn't like, oh, we took the right path and we should have taken the left path. It was just, we just didn't really have a good team there. We had a very frail Pokemon with an inaccurate move, and that was the strategy we had to go with, and it didn't pay off. You know, we had the bad luck. We had that 40% luck. Yeah, and it is. It's like she's just said, you win some, you lose some. And again, if you have the 40% instead of the 60%, that very is much just you lose them. So unlucky Team 1. Let's double check, and then Team 2 will get on to you. Cryogonal, no. Marshtomp, no. And Raichu, no. Okay, so no Sparkles there, and no Sparkles there. I'm gonna go with the Raichu. It's cute. And as an apology, like, I'm sorry we didn't take you, Raichu. Because Raichu would have like tanked those flash cannons. But again, it's like, but Focus Blast probably would have been a Focus Mist. So you just never know. Okay, unlucky guys. Let's hope with Team 2 we have better luck. I really do look forward to the day we get Dialga though, because it's really starting to bother me. So, Kieran, Paimon, Kiba, please come on down. Make sure on the Ycom you are indeed connected to the internet. We're going to talk to the Dynamax Adventure lady. You guys are going to select anything goes while I select Lunala. And then when we're on the pink screen, we'll set up our code. We'll go 1031. And then we'll go 0235. That's 1031 0235. Let's do this thing. There we go. Having a quick sip of water. And then we'll do this thing. We'll see how it goes. Shibertooth, hello. Welcome. Okay, so we got the Kieran. We got the Paimon. No, wait, no, we don't have Paimon. Sorry, we have Kiba, so we just need Paimon. Chris Kiss. The Chris Kiss. Sorry, Chris Kiss is a very fun name to say. Michael David, hello. Oh, though we did not just beat a boss, please click like on the video. If you are here, and you have not clicked like on the video yet, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please do it. I'm now streaming at a new time of day. I need the algorithm to be boosted as much as possible. And and Lunala is super duper mega weak to Ghost and Dark moves. And keep in mind, and then it knows like Ghost and Fairy are like its main offensive powers. Okay. Oh, Mian Xiao does have Wide Guard, but that's more useful for Tornadus. Oh gosh. I'm gonna go for Gloom because it resists. Like Toxic can work. Michael David, it's 4 a.m. right now. Oh my gosh. So basically this time is worse for you. Well, thank you for still being here. Okay, we got Nidoking because Nidoking does resist Fairy. Fairy. Okay, we actually did get the Maractus. Okay, cool. I was a bit worried someone wasn't going to go for the Dark move there. Like, we need the Dark move. Okay. Right. Okay, there is normal to the left. Oh, but there's Frostlass to the right. So I think we do want the Frostlass, unless, like, any of those are dark or poison or anything. Yeah, no, there's a Moonghost. So, oh, and then Drudigan. Drudigan has Lash Out as well, so... Basically, we just need to figure... So if we do... Hang on, Frostlass... No, sorry. No, wait, hang on. What are we doing? I'll get this right in a second, I promise. So we are doing Salazzle, Frostlass, and then Drudigan. So we'll try and figure out who we're going to switch based on all that. Maybe I might need to switch earlier because I'm not good against, like, any of those. I'm going to use Stun Spore to paralyze it. That's the best I got. And then, but yeah, so maybe if I switched first, if that's okay, and then for the Frostlass, oh, okay, there we go. Gloom, no. Maybe I'll try in a second, Cheese. Hang on, I just need to talk strategy for a second. Oh, rivalry. Wait, that did all that even though, like, the rivalry should have hindered it? Wow. I know, of course it went for Gloom. Like, it didn't even go for Maractus, but oh well. Okay, I'm going to cheer you guys on. Hopefully this works. But yeah, so, and then for Frostlass and Drudigan. So maybe we might want to switch, like, Vikavolt second. So if we do, like, Gloom, Vikavolt, and then Nidoking? Gloom, Vikavolt, Nidoking, Gloom, Vikavolt, Nidoking, something like that. Kevin's online. Hello. How you doing, Kevin? Happy Halloween. Well, but that's basically what I mean, Kieran. Like, rivalry is, like, you get boosted when it's the same gender, and you get hindered when it's the opposite gender. And so Nidoking did so much damage on something of the opposite gender, so that was kind of wild. High horsepower, kaboom! Very nice. Okay, so we'll catch this thing, and then we'll see how this goes. Right. Very nicely done, Team 2. Right, I am going to switch for this. Like, 07 Gloom, 07. You did your duty, and you did it terribly. Okay. I will just say, I do think Maractus is perfectly safe here, using at least one Sucker Punch here on Frostlass. Because, you know, like, it's Lunala. You're only going to need, like, 2 or 3 Sucker Punches for it, so you don't really need to worry too much. But there we go. Okay. Oh, man, my neck. Was '07 inspired by Purple Cliff? No, actually, no. Hang on, what does Purple Cliff do? That is that's like to do with '07. I mean, Xander came up with '07, unless Xander stole it from Purple Cliff. But no, Xander came up with '07. Well, no. Well, sort of Xander came up with the '07 idea, sort of thing, as like the emoji. I think I kind of was the one who, although I think that the idea of saluting was like my joke, and then Xander turned my joke into like text form, and I loved the text form kind of thing. Like, is that right? Because I'm pretty sure, because basically the idea was, for those who don't know, my very first live streaming series that I did almost 2 years ago, 2-year anniversary coming up, was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This was like a week after the games came out. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with only Ice-type Pokemon. And I gave them all nicknames to be fun and quirky. And I got the Abomasnow. And the thing that everyone does with Abomasnow is they call it Obama Snow, and it's like, ha ha ha, like, it's a pun. But I didn't call it, like, Obama Snow. I called my one Mr. President, because then it covers both Snowbama and Snow Biden. So I called mine Mr. President, and I was like, everyone salute, like, you know, like, Mr. President. Like, that was my joke kind of thing. I'd be like, Mr. President, and I'd be like, everyone salute for Mr. President. And that's what I would say. And then Xander, like, in chat, like, you know, I think people would put, like, in asterisks, like, salute or salutes or something like that, or saluting. But, like, Xander would do the '07. So that's kind of where, like, '07 came from. That's the long answer to it and stuff. Yuki, hello, you're alive! You're alive! Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, but basically, so it was basically Xander's very inventive way of, like, sort of capitalizing on, like, a joke from the original series I had on this channel. And yeah, and like here we are 2 years later, still doing it. So we still kind of be like, everyone salute, like, oh, you know, like, gloom. But we, you know, sometimes we do it like seriously, like, that Pokemon was amazing, but we need to like get rid of it now. Or it's like, that Pokemon was terrible, but like everyone salutes it anyway. So yeah. Oh, does anyone have any good, like, Halloween trick-or-treating stories? Like, does anyone have, I had this really good Halloween where I got, like, a massive haul, or where there was a house that gave out all this candy, or where, you know, like, nothing where you did anything nasty. If you egged a house, like, get out of here. But, like, but I just mean, but have any of you got any good, like, Halloween stories that you remember from, like, your childhood, where it's like, I dressed up as blah 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 and I got a really good one, or like, oh, there's one year where I dressed up as so and so, my parents dressed up as this, and it was really great. And I remember with like '07 when I first saw it, I didn't really kind of like, oh yeah, so hang on, what did we say? Did we say Vikavolt here? Yeah, Vikavolt. If Vikavolt switches here, Vikavolt, Vikavolt. But we definitely want the Frostlass. We definitely want the Frostlass. So Vikavolt. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. As long as someone gets it, it's fine. Would have been nice, obviously, to, like, the Nidoking does have Ice Punch. More like a nice punch. But yeah, if we go for Druddigon, we should be good here. And then, but yeah. Oh, Kevin, one year you went with this bald kid who kept getting rocks. Very nice. I will just say, Kevin, I don't think I've ever got to make this joke, but I've always wanted to. So for those of you who play Pokemon Go, we don't... Well, Vikavolt could try switching for this. If Kieran wanted to switch for this, because Kieran's about to switch for the Druddigon anyway, Kieran could switch for this. Because my thing about the scientist is she's a scammer, but if you're about to switch anyway, and your Pokemon is bad against the Pokemon you're about to go against, okay, Seismitoad is actually, it's not great, but it's still better. So, I'll take it. So no, that honestly, I would say that's a, it's not a glow up, but it's a step up. But hang on, let's just read chat. Hang on. Kevin, sadly or actually gladly, nothing crazy happened when you went trick or treating. Save for 1 year where you had to use the restroom, but you didn't want to stop, so you held it in for 2 hours. Oh gosh, that sounds like a nightmare. Okay, I am going to. I'll just use cross poison here because I don't really have anything good here. Also, we're not Dynamaxing, but that means I can Dynamax next time, so that's pretty good. On Laris, hang on, wait. Oh, hang on, wait, hang on. On Laris telling a story, and I can see half it. The place your dad worked at as a kid was a sponsor for a local Halloween event. They had him driving a mini limo. Oh, but like a hearse. That's cool. That's fun. And he drove your bro and you to school. Oh, that's really fun. Okay. I'm going to Dynamax. I'm going to boost yours' special attack. And then this should be good. So use special moves if you got them. That's really fun on Lara. Thank you for sharing. Cheese, hang on. One time when you were like 12, your mum sewed together 2 costumes, a baseball outfit and a cheerleader. And you were half, like it was like half and half. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's really sweet. Oh, that's lovely. Tell your mum I said hi. That's very cool. Froggo, you just went to the woods with some friends and chilled for a few hours. And no one got slashed? What? Yuki, sorry you didn't join any streams for months. You've been busy working all month as a scare actor and SFX makeup artist. Also, you have a job at GameStop. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. No worries. Just happy to have you here. And if you have only just recently joined, please click like on the video. I am now streaming at a different time than I used to. So I need that algorithm boosted as much as possible. Shebotooth, you've been going to the same convention on Halloween weekend, so you're usually there. But one year you sat outside in your fursuit, and the kids loved it, and you use it for charity work at your local zoo. Oh, that's really sweet. Oh no, the Iron Head. More like Iron Dead. Dang. Tenchi, hi, welcome. Happy Halloween. Okay, definitely if people are like. Definitely now, if like people are coming in late, please. Hang on a sec. Can I just check one thing? Okay, I know that this is a bit unconventional, but I'm going to use Max Flare here. And the reason why is because I've boosted my special attack, and the poison is a weak physical attack. So basically, me doing like a Max Flare now is going to be like more powerful than like my cross poison a turn ago. Oh, that was so close. Echoed voice. Nice. Well done. So yeah, if we switch Seismitoad for Drodigan, everyone 07 Seismitoad, the real winner of this battle. No, what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. I started talking about something. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh no. I was telling a story. Oh, Pokemon Go. Kevin, your joke. So, on Pokemon Go, there's a feature in the game where you can follow a route or a route. You kind of go from one location to another, like it's a designated path, and when you do it, you meet a guy called Mateo, and you can like exchange a gift with him. And you can exchange a gift with him, and yes, switch for the Drodigan. We need it because you're going to be Dynamaxing. So we need... Okay, so if Kieran Dynamaxes... Well done, Kieran. If Kieran Dynamaxes and uses Max Darkness, if Frostlass uses Shadow Ball, if Maractus uses Sucker Punch, and if I use whatever it is I've got, then I think we should be good here. Your little sister is a scary nun or a clown, Yuki. Oh, that's really cool. But anyway, you like exchange gifts with this guy called Mateo, and the gifts you exchange are like from other players. So basically, it's a way of you being able to like exchange gifts from people all over the world. And one of the things is you want to kind of like see what countries that your gift comes from. Because in the game, like, you kind of want to get gifts from as many different countries as possible because of like the different scatterbug and Vivian that you can get. So you want to get as many different like regions as possible, well, here's the thing: you won't die to a max Starfall if you're Dynamaxed, though. That's the thing. Because you're Dynamaxed, you're more likely to survive this stuff now. Okay. It's using Swift. The Swift. The Flaming Swift. Look, even Maractus hung in there. Maractus hung in there. But anyway, okay, here's Max Darkness. But even just getting that one Max Darkness will, like, that's guaranteed us the win now, basically. Like, Shadow Ball and Flamethrower, like, this is gonna finish it off now. Okay, it is getting desperate. It is gonna use the Moongeist Beam. Okay. Oh, okay, well, we're not gonna be Shadow Balling. But still, nevertheless. How many lives do we have left? Oh, okay, we're on 1 life. Okay, not ideal. But again, we don't really have the best team composition here. Okay, just attack, everyone. Hopefully we get a heal cheer or something. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this Jiffy Bulldog great? Speed, maybe? Oh, light screen. Okay, Sucker Punch. Oh, gosh. This is going to be so close. This is going to be so close. Oh, no. No, hang in there, Maractus. That's it. Oh, how have we lost 2? Oh, gosh. Team 2, that was poo. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, that sucked. Right, let's do a stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Like and subscribe and all that stuff as well. What is going on? We've hardly ever lost, and then in, like, the last, like, couple of weeks, we've, like, had all these losses, and, like, even so, we don't get, like, 2 losses in a row. Okay. Anyway, Buck, unlucky Team 2. Very unlucky. Yeah, Halloween. Something to do with Halloween. Okay, Salazzle is a no. Frostlass is a no. Will we get the Carrot Druddigon? I am in a drought right now. Oh, it's not a Druddigon either. Okay, I'm gonna get Druddigon because it's been a while since I've picked a Druddigon. Well, I should just do the double check, shouldn't I? No sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. But yeah, I'm gonna go for Druddigon. And yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna finally finish my joke, and then we'll finish Team 3. So in Pokemon Go, you get these gifts, you look at what country they come from. And so when I do, like, Raid Hour on Wednesdays, we kind of, like, say, like, oh, where does your gift kind of come from? So it's like, you know, it's like, oh, I got Canada. It's like, oh, I got Japan. And I really want to get one from Iraq, so I can go, I got Iraq. And, like, I want to make that joke. Okay. No, the AI is just fighting back against the fact that I am doing such a good job at promoting the strike to you guys and telling you guys about it and letting you know about how we don't want AI in our video games and, like, TV shows and movies and stuff like that. So, anyway. Sorry, so Kevin, I hope you enjoyed that joke. It took, like, 5 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed it. Okay. So, chat, my lovely chat. That was very frustrating. Not to do with you guys. You guys all played, you know, I think about as well as we could. I think we made good choices and stuff like that. I mean, maybe we could have done, like, the Nidoking before the Vikavolt, I guess. I don't really know what difference that would have made. So... Oh, Sabertooth, you recovered your Moltres. Okay, good. Yuki, you're gonna go carve your pumpkin. Do it in front of your computer. Okay, but no, like the video if you haven't already. And then we'll, okay, so chat, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about we're gonna set up Team 3 and Team 4. And then we'll set up Team 3 and Team 4. And then we'll, and then I'll actually just talk about the strike quickly in a minute as well. Also, one thing about doing this earlier time is I might be able to do more 5th Dynamax Adventures as well. We might be able to do 5th ones a bit more often. Whereas, like, recently I've really had to cut it off at, like, 4. Whereas we might be able to do more 5 DA streams now. So nothing, no promises. That's not a guarantee for today, but still. Okay, so chat. Here's what I need you to do. If you are around and you are interested in playing, I need you to let me know the following in a comment when I say ready, set, bow. Okay? So here's what I need you to do. I need you to post a single comment, a singular comment, that you begin with strike in big capital letters. So strike, and then the number of times you've played. So like strike 0 or strike 1, okay? And then you're going to let me know if you can do Tornadus. So like, I can do Tornadus. Or if you can do Tornadus. If you can't do Tornadus, don't say anything. It's fine. It's easier to just not say Tornadus if you can't do Tornadus. But if you can do Tornadus, let me know you can do the Tornadus. And then, could you guys tell me what your tickets are, please? So like strike 1, I can do Tornadus, and my tickets are, and then let me know your tickets. We'll see who has what tickets and what ones are viable and stuff like that, and then we'll decide based on that, okay? So, ready, set, bow. But anyway, so, today is the 31st of October. And I think it was like I want to say 27th of like July or something was when the strike started. I could be wrong. But it was about then. It was basically at the end of July. So the strike has been going on for 3 months now. It has been very, very hard. It's why I'm so grateful and so thankful that you guys are here supporting me, because this is effectively my job right now. I had 1 gig last week, and that's all I've had. I've had way fewer auditions because most of my work and my auditions and everything is in video games. So, so I do really appreciate you guys being here. Right, I'm going to just look at who's written what. So let's see what we've got. We've got Xander, Kevin. Oh, Shibotooth. Oh, is Cheese here now? Can Cheese play now? Or is Cheese, like, still busy? Because if Cheese is... Oh, Cheese. Oh, there we go. Sorry, Cheese. You didn't put 0. Xander, grab the hammer. No, I'm kidding. No. But I was like... But do just always let me know if... you know, but anyway. Okay, so let's get, like, Kevin and Cheese in on this one. Oh, yeah, hang on. I need to actually... Oh, wait, hang on. A mysterious someone is adding names to the spreadsheet for me. Let's do, like, Kevin. Let's do Cheese. And then... time to flatten the cheese. Let's just see... Oh, and Shibotooth. Okay, let's for now say Kevin, Cheese, and Shibotooth. For the wild card, because then everyone will have played once. Then for the wild card, I am going to put Xander, and maybe we could go with Kurum because of Xander. And then we'll figure out like who can do Kurum, and then maybe we can do an extra Dynamax adventure, but we'll have to see how time's going, because we are like an hour in and we've only done 2 so far, so we might not have time. But okay. But here we go. Okay. Exactly, the spreadsheet is haunted. It's Halloween. Ooh. Oh, on Lara. Dang. Well, on Lara, we'll have to just do a 5th Dynamax adventure and have you host it. That's what we'll have to do. So we'll have to hurry up, okay? Okay, so here's what I've got for now. Team 3, Kevin, Cheese, and Shibotooth. What we'll do is we'll wait 20 minutes until we decide Team 4. Maybe we will do, like, Team 4 and 5, and we'll do, like, 2 wild cards, okay? Maybe we could have Xander do one, and, like, on Lara do another, and then everyone can do another one. Because we've got quite a lot of people here today and stuff like that, okay? So, if that's all good, if that all makes sense, and then, sorry, so I might need you guys to write your tickets out again in, like, 20 minutes, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, but okay, so Team 3, Kevin, Cheese, and Shibotooth, please come on down for a Tornadus raid. Or, what we're going to do is you guys are going to select anything goes, while I select Tornados. And then, on the pink screen, we'll set up our code of 1031, and then 0300. That's 1031 0300. Let's blow Tornadus away. And then we'll see how this goes. Kieran, I didn't miss you, Kieran. Like, you've already played. And I added 3 people who are, like, zeros. So I added all the people who are zeros, and that's all I'm doing right now. We had 3 people who were strike zeros. That's all I'm doing for right now. So no, I don't think I missed anyone. Unless there were any, like, strike zeros I missed. But you did play earlier, Kieran. So I was just looking at the 3 people who... unless, like, I added you incorrectly to the spreadsheet earlier. But you just played for Lunala, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, no, I don't think I missed it. Again, if I missed anyone who's a strike 0, then let me know. But, okay, so this is Shibertooth, Kevin, and Cheese. Cheese, if you're having any issues, let us know. We can dip out and dip back in again. If you ever do have any issues, like, I would recommend quitting, going back to the lobby, on the Ycom, disconnect and reconnect, and then jump back in. But... yeah, if it says communicating and it's, like, not doing it after, like, 45 seconds, I would... Okay, here's what we're going to do. Cheese, do the thing I said with the lobby, but we'll quit and we'll try again, okay? So, hang on, we'll quit and try again. So this is going to be... I do apologize to Kevin and Shibertooth. Could we just quit? We're going to talk to the lady, and then... you guys will select anything goes, but I'll select Tornadus. And then... no, Cheese, please don't apologize. Cheese, if you please, don't apologize. No, you really don't need to apologize. It's not your fault. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll go 1031, and then we'll go 0303. Okay, so slightly different, but just to make sure that everyone's paying attention and on board and everything. Satella, hi, welcome, welcome. Whilst we are just sitting here, please, please, please like the video. I'll talk about Tornadus in a sec once everyone gets in here, and I will talk about the strike in a sec as well. Just because we're at 3 months since the strike, and so I want to just talk about some things that are a bit different now compared to 3 months ago. So we're all in, we made it. Tornadus is weak to ice, electric, and rock, with electric and rock having resistances. Water and fire types do have some resistances if we're really, really desperate. But the main thing we kind of want to look out for defensively, in all honesty, is a Pokemon with the move Wide Guard. These include Pelipper, Mantine, Mienshao, and Hitmonlee. The last 2 of those aren't very good, though, because they're fighting types. But that is the main thing we want to look out for. So, okay. Tornadus is shiny. It looks really similar, Froggo. It's basically the green is brighter and the purple is darker, and that's it. And it's not like a wildly different change. It's not like, oh, it's gone from like a regular green to like a really lime green. It's just it's just the green is brighter and the the green is brighter and the purple's darker. I am going to go for Quillfish because of that whole water thing. Metang does have Thunder Punch, but I just want to see... Okay, so Metang is probably the best one of these 3, I would say. But yeah, it's very similar. So that's why I definitely recommend, especially for Tornadus. But that's why I always Emolga. That's why I always recommend going into the summary and looking at the Galar symbol for the sparkles. I always recommend... I know I don't do that visually on the screen, but that's just because for like entertainment purposes, it's better for me to do the initial check on like the pink screen. But okay, let's see. We've got Serena and Go. Oh, that is a Galarian Mr. Mime on the right, but there is Electabuzz on the left though. So I'd say Electabuzz is better. Oh wait, there's Pelipper on the right. Pelipper. Okay. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh, okay. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Because basically, we either need to not have the Pelipper or not have the Electabuzz. Pelipper. Okay. We'll double check just to see if I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure Pelipper was on the sort of the center right on the final row. So it wasn't in like the top right, it was the one like sort of in the center on the right. It was the center right one. But I'm 99% sure I saw Pelipper. So we'll double check, and then we'll have to decide whether we want to. Here's what I would suggest. If there is Electabuzz and a rock type on the left-hand side, and it's like a good rock type, then we just better go for the left-hand side so that we have some good offense. Because, like, Pelipper's a lovely thing to have, but only if it's really... But we shouldn't, like, give up a, you know, an otherwise good team just to have a Pelipper, if that makes sense. So... And it's like, if we have a team of, like, Emolga... If we have, like, a team of, like, Emolga, Quillfish, Electabuzz, and a rock type, then that's still, like... That's still better than nothing. Whereas if we, like... If we just have, like, you know, this team, but with, like, a Pelipper on it, that's not going to be that great. So... right. Keep using poison, poison, more poison. Very nice with the burn, by the way. Burninate! Oh my gosh, cheese, I didn't do the impression. Hang on. No, I can't. Listen. I think if I had to work... maybe I could do Cricketune better if I could work on it. But Jelly Ducky, hello! Happy Halloween! I hope you're doing well. If anyone is just joining, please click like on the video. I know we've had terrible luck today, so this really isn't a video that deserves likes in terms of the quality of the Dynamax Adventures. But those likes are super duper appreciated as I change to a new time. But no, a Cricketune, because it kind of has the, like, kind of thing. So it's kind of like, how do I then really go all out for that is the thing. So yeah, we don't want this guy, because this guy's just, like, weak to everything that Tornadus has on offer. But yeah, so it'd be like a, so it'd be like a sort of thing. But like, so that's kind of like an attempt to, and then, oh no, it's Swoobat. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Sorry, I saw the flapping. I thought that was Pelipper. No, this is fine then. This is good. This is good. Oh, and it is a Lycanroc. So Lycanroc's really good. Okay, so this is cool. Sorry, I saw the flapping and the Swoobat. The way that the Swoobat flapped its arms, that's like really sick, because like Swoobat sort of like flaps its arms in like a sort of like an arch shape, which is how Pelipper does it. Like other birds kind of like flap up and down, but there's kind of almost like a curved, you know, sort of moon or semicircle type thing. Oh, I'm so glad that's not Pelipper. Oh, I've never been so glad to be wrong. Oh, I'm so glad. But like, or something like that. Okay. Right. Let's liquidation this thing. I'm gonna hope for a defense drop, and then as long as the flapping doesn't have sound effects, I'm good. Glares at Togetic, Kevin says. Exactly, exactly. Okay. Oh, so because we now have a plan and we kind of know what we're doing for Tornadus, let me just tell you guys about the strike quickly. I know I've talked about the strike a lot before. I know that some of this will be treading old territory, but please stick with me, because one aspect of this I've not really talked about. So, I did have a message the other day from a very supportive fan, a long-time supportive fan. Oh gosh, Electro-Whip hits everyone, that's not good. So, a very supportive fan, and it kind of asked, like, what can I do to, like, help given the strike? So that's what I'm going to be kind of answering and stuff like that. So, let's see who we've got, and let's decide who's, like, the best switch. Yeah, let's decide who's the best switches for Electabuzz and Lycanroc. Out of, like, Altaria's weak to... Okay, so I would say Altaria is weak to Lycanroc, so we want to switch Altaria now. Altaria for Electabuzz. And then if we switch Metang for Lycanroc, so Altaria for Electabuzz, Metang for Lycanroc, does that sound like a good plan? Let me know. I do fear I might die here. Oh gosh, who's it going for? Oh, I live! Paimon, you have to hop off. Thank you so much for joining. If anyone does need to leave, please click like before you go, but thank you so much for joining me, supporting me. So, in answer to, how can you help out with the strike? One of the things I did say, well, this is the second thing I said, but the second thing I said was to, like, help independent people. There are some people who are very well off, they're in very good positions, they do loads of work, they work in other lucrative aspects of voiceover, different, what am I thinking of? But, like, different parts of the voiceover industry. So there are some people where, like, they have houses and money and stuff like that, and although this is, like, they're taking, like, a bit of a hit, like, they're still doing okay. So, obviously, like, support them emotionally and in the other way I'm going to talk about, but there are some people where this is just going to be a bit of a dent, or things are going to be a bit slower for them or something. There are going to be some people where most of their work, or all of their work, is going to be in video games, and they're not going to be well off, sort of thing, and so they're not going to be in a position where they can survive for, like, months and months and months. And so those people are going to struggle. So those are the people who, if those are the people you can help, those are the people to help most. And, like, so, like, using me as an example, you know, it's like, hey, like, you know, watch my streams and tell people about these streams, because, like, this is my job right now. So, you know, like, the way that you can help individuals like me is, like, in my case, it's like, you know, watch my streams. For other people, maybe they have, like, a convention appearance coming up, like, get a print from them or something like that. You know, like, things like that, like, just really do help people out. So there's that individual way to help people, and obviously, like, it's great if you can do super chats and Wonga and, you know, like, cheese, thank you. But, like, you know, but there's no pressure to, because I know that everyone, you know, like, you know, we've had, like, a lot of, like, greedflation and stuff, so, you know, it's like, you know, people aren't, not a lot of people are, or there are a lot of people who aren't doing as well right now because of that, and it's like, we gotta, you know, wait for some of those, like, price gouging, tackling, laws to come in and stuff like that. But anyway, Bark. So there's that. I've kind of talked about that, and then number two, or what was supposed to be number one, but, you know, as well, just, like, let people know about the strike. Tell people about the strike. It is part of why I do these. Yes, part of this is sort of monetizing me, you know, like, catching, like, I wanted to catch shiny legendary Pokemon, and it's like, well, if I'm going to be unemployed, I may as well monetize this long-term goal that I have. Like, I'll be straight up with you. But, like, you know, and I'll have some fun doing it as well. Like, you know, that is me being honest. But the other reason I do this is so that I can talk about the strike with you guys and inform you guys about the strike. Because there are a lot of people who, like, don't know about the strikes. You know, there are people who've been like, what strike? There was even someone who'd participated in multiple Dynamax adventures. I mean, this was a while ago now, but there was someone who had participated in multiple Dynamax adventures with us. And I, like, put a community post up about, like, hey, the strike's been really hard, so, like, if you can do this, or whatever I said. And they were like, oh, hang on, what strike? And I was like, the one I've been talking about a lot, and that, you know, I kind of, and why I call these the strike streams, and why I get everyone to say the word strike, and, you know, the video game strike. But they were like, oh, I had no idea. And it was like, you know, so, oh no, can we stop having things die? No. Oh, okay. But that's only one life, right? So we should still be good. We should still be good, I think. But yeah, if we switch Metang for the, well, or actually, heck no. I was gonna say either Metang or myself, but I think Metang is probably the more important one. But Metang could use Thunder Punch. Actually, I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring here, but it's either Metang or Quillfish. The thing is, Metang is weak to Heat Wave and to Max Flare. I'm not weak to anything, but I would be weak to. Oh no, hang on. Oh, But the thing is, Tornadus does have Tornadus does have only special moves. So that's why I am going to throw my hat in the ring here. If Metang does want to go for this, that's okay. I've been saying about it all along. But like, you know, it's just one of those things where I have that slight more resistance. Like, I'm not going to switch with the scientist, don't worry. But, like, I was just thinking, Metang does have that resistance to the flying moves and to the ice moves. So it's sort of, it's a bit of a mix of a match kind of thing where one Pokemon had, like, 2 resistances and a weakness. I have 2 resistances and a neutral, but I don't have any super effective moves. So is Quillfish a rodent? No. Okay. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Let's hope we actually win this. Let's do this thing! So... Okay. Unless it does have any physical moves, but... Scientists. Wait, guys, come back. Don't you want my Zapdos? Okay. I'm gonna go with a poison jab here. Just to see if I can get some poison. Because, hey, why not? But anyway, so with the strike, there are the individual ways you can help people, and then there's the way where it's like, please just, like, spread our message. Please, like, let people know that, like, voice actors are fighting for AI protections. Let people know, like, how sort of bad AI is, like, as an ethical thing. You know, if there are people who think that, like, just using generative AI is, like, okay, you know, for, like, pictures or voices and stuff like that, like, just, you know, gently, not too aggressively or anything like that, but just gently and politely let them know, well, no, it's bad because, like, it, you know, takes people's jobs, or you're, like, making people's voices say things that they haven't given permission or consent to say. You know, like, let them know all that stuff, okay? So... Poison jab, more poison jab! Right, poison. Ow, dang it. Okay, but if we all just do this again, it's built, and that's the thing, on Lara, exactly, it's built on stolen content. Like, a lot of these things, like, do, like, steal stuff to build their models, or to just, like, have their voices and art and stuff like that. It, like, it's really bad for the environment. Like, let people know these things, okay? Kevin. But yeah, so, but no, but don't do, but, like, Kevin is joking, okay? Like, please, for the love of Nelly. Again, so just gently, politely, reasonably have the high ground, okay? Be Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's no need to be an Anakin about it. So, you know, but, like, let people know all that stuff. But then, yes, we actually beat a legendary. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. And click like on the video if you haven't already, because we actually won one of these things. Oh, for the love of good golly gosh. Oh, we did it, guys. We actually won. Happy Halloween. Okay, very well done, Team 3. You played aggressively. We made good switches. We had a good team. We actually had some good pathways. There wasn't a Pelipper to the right. That was beautiful. So, you know, but so there are those 2 ways, and that is what I have been, you know, like, that is what I've been sort of telling you guys for the past 3 months. But there is a new element to the strike now that I do want to tell you guys about, and I want to tell you about how to approach it. Silent Storm, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. Okay. So let's do a quick patented double check. Like the video if you haven't already, and let's do this thing. So Serena is a no. Oh, hang on. I don't think that's shiny. Okay, it just looked slightly orange there, and I was like, I'm gonna double check here. Lycanroc, is it blue? No. But that's okay. I have shinies of all these Pokemon, but who I don't have a shiny of is Tornadus. So, and I am in a drought right now, so let's see, will we get the Donatello Tornadus? The Donatello-Nadus... I don't think that's a Donatello-Nadus. Let's just do our quick patented double check. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. But this is why I always tell people, like, check this screen. That's why I like doing do a double check. But if you can't do a double check, do like your only check on this screen. Like, get the Galar thing up and then look here, like, because you can look at the Pokemon and the symbol. But the thing is, it's just, I don't do this because the symbol appears faster than the Pokemon, and you kind of want to see the... It's more fun as a spectating thing to, like, see the Pokemon rather than, like, a symbol with sparkles next to it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, that's why I do the thing. Kayla, hello, welcome. So lovely to see you. Oh my gosh, there's so many people here today. Please, if you haven't, click like on the video. If you're just joining now, I appreciate it so much, okay? Okay, so chat, my lovely chat. There's so many of you here today. Oh my gosh. So we'll try and aim to do 2 more Dynamax adventures. But here's what I'm thinking, my fellow Abraham Lincolns. Hang on a sec. Is my phone gonna work? No. There we go, okay. Okay, sorry. So, here's what I'm thinking, my fellow Abraham Lincolns. I just need to check my notifications and stuff like that, make sure I've not got any emails. Here's what I'm thinking, though. If on Lara, would you be willing to do, like, a Lugia raid in, like... Would you be willing and able to do a Lugia raid in, like, half an hour? Because that would almost be, like, 4 p.m. anyway. Like, we're almost approaching the time that, like, you would be available. But I don't want to just assume you will be available, because I know we are... Okay, excellent. So, here's what I'm thinking then, my fellow Abraham Lincolns. If we have Xander host a Kyurem, and on Lara host a... Actually, what I can do... If my spreadsheet works. My spreadsheet's not working. Ugh, I hate when I have to do this. I have to, like, exit it and then go back in it. I'm going to just put it in the Team 8 column because they're, like, right next to one another and it's easier to see that way. But if I add on Lara to the list here, and then here's what we'll do. So I'm thinking we aim for... Are we just okay with doing, like, a Lugia? Oh, Lugia. Okay, yeah. Okay, so if we aimed for Lugia, then, and I do apologize because there might actually be too many of you here to do these last 2 Dynamax Adventures, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, we're going to do Kyurem, and we're going to do Lugia, and we have 4 slots left, okay? I do need to have, like, I think that random number thing, I need to start doing that idea. I think that might be the fairest thing. So, we'll go for Lugia, because people like Lugia. But here's what I need you guys to do in chat, okay? If you are around for the next, like, hour, we'll do the Kyurem first, and then we'll do Lugia, okay? If you guys are around and you're interested in that, could you please, like, write in chat, you're going to go strike the number of times you've played, so like strike 0 or strike 1, and then say, I can do, and let me know if you can do Kyurem or Lugia or both, okay? If you can't do either, don't write strike, but if you can do at least one of those, or both, let me know how many of them you can do and which ones, okay? So ready, set, and bow. Because we'll see, there are a couple of people who've entered who haven't played. Okay, so we've got, so Kayla, oh, Kayla can do Lugia. Okay, so let's put Kayla in the second team. Thank you, Kramen, for adding. I mean, thank you to the haunted ghost who is haunting the stream. Okay. Oh, I feel bad now. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Let me just check who's around and who has played and all that lovely stuff. Okay. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Oh, the spreadsheet, can you please work? I'm I'm gonna put Kevin. You're gonna still be around in like half an hour, aren't you? Because that'll still be early for you. Here's what I'm thinking. So I just need to decide. Okay, hang on. So there's Kieran, who did right before I said Bo. But that's okay. But you do have to wait for the ready set Bo though. Okay. Let's see. Shibertooth. Hang on. So we got Kieran, Shibertooth. This is just people. Don't worry if I don't say your name out here, because it probably means I've added you somewhere else. Froggo, Cheese, and Kiba. See, we've got like 5 people and like 2 slots is the thing. So this is what I'm thinking. Okay, so basically, for the Lugia, right, I've got Onlera, Kayla, and Kevin. Because Onlera and Kayla have both played 0 times. Kevin, like, never gets to do Lugia, and beforehand, he's, like, missed out on a lot of raids because he normally would have had to have left by this point. So that's kind of what I've got for the next team. But like, for Team 4, I've got Xander, because Xander's going to be hosting. So this is for Kyurem. Okay, but I've got like 5 people. Oh, Shibertooth. Oh, Shibertooth is very kindly stepping away. Now, I was inclined to kind of give a Kyurem to Froggo, because Froggo is also newer. I don't know, like, there's just something where I feel is kind of... I'd feel bad, like, not giving Froggo an extra go when, like, other people have, like, literally done... Like, there are people who literally, in this stream, who literally may have done Kyurem more times than Froggo has actually played with us, period. Because we've, you know, or played as many times doing Kyurem as, like, Froggo has total, because Froggo is still that new. So, it kind of feels unfair giving someone, like, their, you know, 7th chance at a Kyurem when, like, Froggo has only played, like, 3 or 4 or 5 times or something. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking there. But then I do... Oh, gosh. Hang on. Oh, come on. Phone. Phone. Oh, God. Sorry, my phone screen is really driving me nuts. I just want to see if I can do this random number idea. Okay, I can't do that today. I'll try and figure this out before another time, though. So... no, Froggo. I want you to join the Kyurem. But basically... Hang on. So we had Shibertooth and Cheese, who both said... Oh, you're about to take off face paint anyway. Okay, Shibertooth has stepped down. So then it's between... It's between, like, Kiba and Kieran? It's the Kiba versus Kieran. Hang on a sec. My spreadsheet has now disappeared as well. Hang on, my chat, I need to scroll. So I'm taking forever, and I need to, like, hurry up, don't I? Okay, Kieran, why don't you do this one? And I do apologize, Kiba. I need to come up with a system, but like, Kieran did like do a bunch of super chats yesterday, and so I am gonna factor that in. I am sorry, because it's like, what, you're gonna like reward people who like pay you money like as a gratitude for your streams? It's like, yeah, I think I am. But I'm gonna come up with a system, okay? I am going to come up with a system so that isn't the tying factor. But right here, right now, like, Kieran did a pair of very lovely super chats yesterday. So I am going to factor that in as a way, as like my extra way of saying thank you. But I am going to come up with a system that like, because I want to do like a random number thing, but I don't think the like Android calculator app has like a random number button, which is stupid because like so many like scientific calculators have a random number button, so I don't know why the Android one doesn't. But anyway, Buck. Okay, so here's here is the plan. It is decided. But Kiba, you can be our backup if anyone has any issues, because we're going to merrily speed along now. So Xander's going to host this. He's going to put a code in chat, okay? So it's Kieran. This is going to be Xander, Froggo, and Kieran. We're going to talk to the Dynamax Adventure lady. We're going to say anything goes. Yeah, the thing about a wheel of names is that would be kind of a bit slow, because I would have to, like, type in everyone's name each time I, like, needed to make a decision. I suppose the one thing I could do is, maybe I could even do it in the maybe I could do it in the spreadsheet, because I've got a spreadsheet and Excel, like, randomly generates numbers. Oh, I could just do that. Yeah, cram in. We could add, like, a random number tab. Yes! Okay, we'll do that in future. We'll add a random number tab to the spread chart. The spread chart? Okay, so Xander is giving us the code. He's doing 10, 31, 3101. It's palindromic or something. I don't know. Okay. It kind of almost is. Okay, and then we'll hit invite others. That's the code. I was thinking between 1 and 100, just for extra good measure, but... Did I do it wrong? Oh, I did. Oh, that would... Okay. I'm being a ding-dong. I think Xander's was palindromic, and then I didn't do it palindromic. That should have been the clue. Yeah, no, I see now. I see. 1031, and then 1301, because it is palindromic. Okay. I'm there now. I'm in. Look. 3, 2... I'm in. There you go. Kyurem is weak to rock, fighting, steel, dragon, and theory. So we have some good choices. Well, actually, no. Bishop doesn't have any steel moves, but it still resists. Bishop is, like, very resistant to a Kyurem. So, you know what really grinds my gears? Okay, I need to think which of these... Okay, you're weak to ice. I don't know if it has... I don't think it has freeze dry, does it? Or does it have freeze dry? I'm gonna, out of an abundance of caution, I'm gonna go for Jolteon. And if we have to use Helping Hand strats, then that's okay. Tickle Belt. The Starmie did have Dazzling Gleam. I was thinking that it has Dazzling Gleam and Power Gem, so that's pretty nifty. Oh, we have Electabuzz to the left, Mr. Mime. Oh, there is Passimian. Oh, and Dreadnought. So I think we definitely want to go to the right here, because we definitely want one of those two. And then we can figure out... Oh, and then there's... I think we definitely want to go to the right, just because there are the two choices to the right. And then we'll figure out whether we want to go left or right at the end. Yeah, it doesn't have it in the DA, does it? Let me get... Oh, for the love of... Like, phone, can you... I'm so annoyed my phone's touchscreen doesn't work anymore. It was, like, the dumbest thing that, like... It was, like, the dumbest thing that meant that, like, it didn't work anymore. Like, I put it down in, like, a little pool of water that was on the kitchen counter. There was, like, a little pool of water from, like, a spill. And then the very top of my phone screen has just, like, not worked ever since. And it's just so frustrating. I probably should have just used a Shadow Ball here now that I think about it, but I'm gonna... But that's the thing, Kyurem does have Shadow Ball. That's the thing. It has Shadow Ball, Glaciate... Hang on, let me find it. Shadow Ball, Glaciate... Oh, it does have Ice Beam. I was like, I'm sure it does have Ice Beam rather than Freeze Dry. But yeah, Ice Beam, Hyper Voice, Shadow Ball, and Glaciate. It does have helping Scary Face as well, but yeah. Right, you know what really grinds my gears? Okay, nice. Very well done. Okay, Max Mindstorm. Max Mindstorm always makes me... Well, and Starfall. Both of them make me think of Earthbound and Ness and, like, PK Starstorm. because they both kind of have like a similar effect, and then obviously like Starfall, it's like Max Starfall. Oh, very okay. We're going with I poison. Yes, that was good. Okay, so look, we get nice special attack boost here, and then I'm gonna use Shadow Ball, more like a Shadow Ball, and then there we go. Right, Kadoosh, that's nice. And then Icy Wind, more like an icy wind. We get the speed drop, and then hopefully we get the KO. All right, Team 4, well done. That didn't rhyme, but well done. Very, very nice job, everyone. What the heck is that emoji? At first I thought that was like a minion, but then I was like, then it looks like a potato. I thought it only had like one eye, but then I could see there was like a second smaller eye. Jeez, what did you type in? What is that thing? What is that thing? That's the scariest thing I've seen all Halloween. Okay. But no, very nicely done. Team 4. Team 4. So Mr. Mime, admittedly, does actually have some good utility here. So I am actually going to switch for it right here, right now. And forgive me if like it was like, no, Bo, there was like a water type on the next battle. There was Dreadnought, wasn't there? Okay, we got Persimmon on the left and Dreadnought on the right. Dreadnought does have a teeny bit more resistance, but what do we want? There's Nidoqueen and Skuntank, and then the top right does have... We could go for the Marowak just because it's Marowak. I am sorry that I just gave up an electric type for this thing. But it's the disgust emoji. Oh, wow. And then what's that one? Yeah, I'm sorry I gave up a Jolteon when we were fighting a Dreadnought. I did, you know. But still, I can help you guys out with the Mr. Mime. We can still beat this thing pretty easily. I think. So I can set up a Reflect, and then and yeah, and we can still Dynamax and everything. Definitely Dynamax. Get those like powerful moves in. No reason not to be Dynamaxing. Okay. To quote Jamie Lawson, I wasn't expecting that. Right, Shift Gear, that is good. I was kind of hoping for that, because that is a powerful move. I'm going to set up the Reflect. And then... Night Slash, more like a Fight Slash. Okay, it's using Smart Strike. See, here's the reason why I wasn't too worried. Okay, so if Clink Clang Dynamax is here, that will actually be really, really good. If you like Dynamax and attack here, that'll be like really, really strong now that you've used a Shift Gear. So I'm gonna Helping Hand on you. I'm gonna assume you're gonna be using a Max Steel Spike, and it's gonna be all nice and boosted and attacky. And then we'll do that. Oh God, Kayla, what are these emojis, Kayla? I mean, they're hilarious, but oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, sorry, I was talking about the strike, wasn't I? Sorry, and then I got distracted by having to choose a team and all that kind of stuff. So, sorry, back to the strike. This is important. So, I've talked about how, you know, spreading the word of the strike and stuff like that. And then also, like, helping out sort of, like, people individually. Helping out creators and voice actors individually. But the other thing you can do, though, here is the one other thing you can do, because we're getting to this point now. Now that we're about 3 months in, and you've probably already seen this, and you probably all know some of the games I'm talking about and stuff like that, that I'm going to be alluding to. But but well, no, I mean, in my head, I'm not necessarily specifically like singling out like one game here. I'm just talking about generally these are things you're gonna see, but there are gonna be examples of this, so I'm not singling out like any particular project or game. I'm just talking generally, and then you guys are gonna have seen this like in a couple of games, okay? So, you know, just keep that in mind. But basically, we are at a point now where people have not been recording video games for like 3 months. Like, because the strike has been going on for 3 months, there are going to be people who have not recorded for like months and months. And basically, and you may have seen this already, it is beginning to affect projects, okay? There are projects where like either characters are being left unvoiced, characters are just having like their foreign language, like if they're like from a game that has other languages, they're just relying on the other language options, okay? But then a third thing, and this is a third thing that's happening, is you will get instances. Oh, hang on, who do we this is for Cura. I guess this is also a good switch. I'd say either, as long as, like, because this is a good Pokemon to have, I would say, because it does have Rock Slide, Stab Rock Slide. Exactly, the release schedule is starting to reach where people stop recording, exactly on Lara. And so that's kind of the thing, and so there are projects where you may have noticed this already. There are projects where you're going to, like, start noticing it as well. Okay, so who do we want to go for here? There's Nidoqueen, who is weak to ice moves. And then, is that Nidoking next to it? Or next to her, I should even say. That's funny if we got the two Nidos next to one. That's really funny if we got the Nidos next to one another. I love it. I love it. The two Nidos. That's really funny. Do we want to go for Charmeleon because there are the berries? I know it is strong against 2 of our steel types, but so are all the ground Pokemon. Like, Charmeleon is, like, the weakest of these 3 Pokemon, and therefore, like, the easiest. Like, we're not going to be switching for any of these, so it's like, maybe we should just go for, like, the weakest one. But yeah, so you are going to start seeing games where you're going to, like, notice the impact of the strike. And so, yeah, you will find games where there's, like, just no English voice, like, it's just silent. You will find things where, like, they just insert, like, one of the foreign language voices or, like, the original language voice. The other thing is... Okay, so I am gonna max Geyser here, and then that will help the steel types. But then the other thing, and this is the third thing, you might get some cases where, and I think this has started to happen as well, which is why I'm kind of bringing it up, because I've kind of heard of this a few times lately. You're going to find people getting replaced. So instead of having, like, a foreign language, and instead of being silent, there will be someone else playing that role. And there's a multi-layered aspect to this, so I want to try and cover everything, and I'll try not to get too distracted. So I'm like, oh, okay, critical hit. But the thing about that, yeah, on Lara, scabs, yes. Now, in fairness, this is where I will have my magnanimous thing before I slightly go scorched earth here. There are some people where some of these, like, game companies and studios and stuff like that, they try to replace their characters in deceptive ways. They will make you think that it's a new character. They won't tell you that it's an existing character. They won't tell you the character's name. They won't, like, even, like, in the session or whatever, they will, like, not tell you anything. That you will not, like, there are people who could legitimately not know that they are recording for an already existing character. But at the same time, for some projects, I think that's more of an excuse than for other projects. Like, other projects are so big and it's just so obvious. Like, if you did a teeny bit of research, and it's like, hey, if you're like recording on one of these games that like a lot of people aren't recording for, you kind of need to be aware of the fact that you could be recording to replace someone, even if it's not obvious that you are replacing someone. Like, if there are games that are recording because like they've signed the agreements and stuff like that, then like obviously it's fine. But if you're doing a game that like people are actively not recording on, then you kind of should be aware of the fact that you could be replacing someone, even if it doesn't seem that way on the surface, right? So like, you know, so they might not know. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's kind of like, well, look, you know, people are like holding out on this, so like maybe like hold out on it as well. So that's thing number one. So that's sort of like the less scabby of scabs, I say, as I pick a sort of bug bite scab I have on my ankle. That's the sort of less scabby of the kind of scabs, but it is still scabbing. Like, sorry, but again, if you are doing a project where people are holding out on it, there is a very good chance that you could be replacing someone. And if you know you're replacing someone, then you really are a super scab. Okay? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna like beat around the bush on that. If you are replacing someone and you know you're replacing someone and it's like because of a strike, like there are things, right, where, you know, like there are like say certain, let's just like there are like anime that are like record non-union or whatever, and there are some people who are like, oh, I've gone union, or I only do union work now, or whatever, and so, you know, like, so it's like, so I'm gonna give up my role, and it's sad and it's a shame, but it's like, but they are giving it up, but there's no strike involved or anything like that. So that's kind of a thing where when someone takes over someone's role because someone's like, yeah, I don't want to do this role anymore, that's fine. But if someone's like, I want to keep doing this role, but the only reason I'm not is because of a strike, then, you know, but, you know, so that's one thing. But again, during a strike, and again, like on projects where you know, like if there are a bunch of people actively not recording on a thing, it's like if you're going in to record, like, I mean, you kind of should be aware that you could be replacing someone. But there are going to be people where they know that they are replacing someone, and I'm sorry, but that is scabbing. And even if it's on a project where, say, if it's not technically a struck project, but it's a project that is trying to be flipped union, or if you're doing it to kind of like as a statement, because it's like, well, it's not really fair for me to just like record on a video game just because it's like not union or whatever kind of thing. Like, again, strikes are meant to be disruptive things, so even if a video game like has no prospect of flipping union, you're still making a statement by not working on it. And so if basically you are replacing someone in a strike, whether it's because the game is struck, because the game is trying to flip union, even if the game has zero chance in hell of flipping union, if you replace someone, you are still a scab, okay? In any of those three situations, you are still a scab. And maybe you're an accidental scab because, like, you weren't told and you didn't know the project was like an old project or what. But it's like, I do feel like that's a very feeble excuse, more feeble than that chair. So this is where I get into my, what can you do to help the strike? And this is where I get into my third thing. If you see if there are like trailers on YouTube, like official trailers released by the game companies, the developers, whatever, right? If there are like official trailers and you hear different voices, like people are getting replaced, this is what I kindly ask. I do kindly ask that you make these like in as polite and as courteous and respectful way as possible. Let these companies know. I mean, it's good if you can like email them, use their contact forms, whatever, but like YouTube comments and stuff like that. Like, if you can, you know, put a comment saying, I'm really disappointed that you replaced the voice actor. If they go silent, that's actually a good thing. Like, silence is a good thing, because it means they haven't, like, replaced. or if they just have a foreign language, it means they haven't replaced. But if companies are actively like replacing people like during a strike because of a strike, that's a very like pro AI, anti-worker stance, and that's not cool. And I'm sorry. And it's just one of those things where, you know, this is a moment where it's like, you know, sorry, but just we're trying to fight for things. And even stuff that isn't union, it's like people always say, like, when things happen in union work, it rises the tide and lifts all the ships for everyone, even the non-union ships, you know? Like, if, like, auto workers get some kind of, like, good provisions for being auto, you know, like, union auto workers, what then happens is, like, non-union auto workers can, like, go to people and go, well, I'm not doing this because I can go work at the union plant down the street, and they can pay me a whole load more money, or I have a load more protections. So then the non-union people have to raise them. Here in Los Angeles, there are, like, non-union standards and minimums that only exist because of the union work. So even, like, you know, even things that say aren't union or aren't gonna flip, or if Zana didn't get a shiny, grr, dang it. So right, let's just do a quick double check. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Well, I'm saying no sparkles, not shiny, but yeah, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. Dang. But well done, Team 4. Very nicely played. Kurum is tough, and we did well to beat it. But this is where I ask. So, Team 5, so on Lara, if you could kind of get things ready here. And then let me get the spreadsheet up. Yeah, I'm going to set up a random number generator on this thing. And then, I'm going to set up a random number generator on this thing. And that can be, and then that's how I'll decide tiebreakers in future. Okay, so... but no, so this is Team 5, our final team of the day. We're going to have on Lara, we're going to have Kayla, and we're going to have Kevin. Okay, so on Lara, Kayla, Kevin, please come on down. And whilst I say no thank you to replacing... and then here we go. So we're going to talk to the lady. We're going to select anything goes, unless you're on Lara, which doesn't quite work, but you know what I mean. This is going to be for Lugia, who is weak to Rock, Ice, Electric, Dark, and Ghost. On Lara is very quick with the code, which hopefully I type correctly this time. There we go. Lovely stuff. But this is where I kindly ask the third thing. If you do see, like, trailers, if there are, like, ways where you can, like, comment on things, let companies know, kind of get your voice kind of out there. Do put a comment being like, I'm very disappointed that you, again, don't be rude or angry or vicious or, like, too, like, overly emotional or anything, because it just leaves you up to, like, scrutiny and people saying you're crazy or calling you a snowflake or whatever. Okay, layer on, because this is Lugia, isn't it? But if you very calmly and rationally, like a disappointed parent, like there is nothing more horrifying in this world than a disappointed parent. Oh, Barrascuda does have assurance. So Barrascuda has assurance. That is super effective. I'd say that's the best thing we've got. But anyway, but if you, like, can leave comments saying, like, I'm very disappointed that you've replaced the VA, or that the VA has been replaced. Like, I think that, okay, we've got Sigalith on the right, Maractus. Maractus does have, Sucker Punch, but that's not really ideal. Hang on, we've got Torkoal. Oh, gosh. These aren't very good, are they? Ugh. I'm tempted to go left just because there's, like, that, it has Sucker Punch, and there's some Psychic types on the left. Frogos, thank you so much for joining in. Take care. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah, these... I don't think a lot of these choices and pathways are very good, so yeah. But anyway, but if you can comment on things and say, like, whether it's a game trailer, a reveal for, like, new content, whatever, like, games can be all kinds of different things these days. I tell you what, I am going to use Metal Sound here. I know that this is a bit unconventional, but we do have like some special attackers here, so but if you can comment, if you can say like, you know, I'm very disappointed that you've replaced the VA, and you can say stuff like you could have just left it silent, or you could have just put in the foreign language. Like, you can add that kind of stuff as well, but you can say like, I'm very disappointed you've replaced the VA, and I hope you bring them back as soon as, you know, the strike, like, sort of, and you can say, if this was because of the strike, I hope you bring them back as soon as the strike is resolved. Like, because these companies do need to know this, and even if they're sort of like very, very far away from the strike, even if they're far removed from the strike, these companies still shouldn't like punish people for like going on strike. You know, someone shouldn't have to like lose their role forever just because for like a several month period they were trying to fight for something, you know. So so if a company like is silent or just leaving in like a foreign language, it does mean it's not working on like, it would mean that it's like, yeah, not working on like the union interim contract or anything. But here's the thing, that still kind of means that like the people will have their job if it doesn't go union or whatever, right? So so that is something to just keep in mind. So, you know, it's not ideal, but just there is a but basically the thing, I do want to just focus on this thing about replacing people, because there's one thing about like projects flipping union. Oh, hang on. No, Butterfree. Do we want to go for the Mr. Mime? It's a good support Pokemon, and it resists a bunch of moves and can set up a light screen for us. There's a Claydol at the end. Claydol is like defensively good. I don't really know what the plan is here, but basically, so it's kind of it's sort of, you know, obviously we want as many games and companies and everything to like flip projects union and stuff like that. But I do want to talk about this thing about replacing people, because replacing people is really, really bad. Like, that's like really like anti-worker. That's being like, oh, well, you don't want to like do you know, you want to work like minimally or whatever kind of thing. Oh, well, we'll just get you with someone who doesn't care or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because the thing about scabbing is it does take two to scab, right? It takes the scabber, you know, the person to go like, oh, I'm replacing someone who's like trying to fight for something and do the right thing, but like I'm replacing someone, and I'll like take like what is relatively not a huge amount of money, but like I'll screw someone over, but also it's very bad of companies to like do that as well. Do you know what I mean? Because a company could just leave something silent. A company could just leave something in like an original language or whatever, right? Like, I have seen games do that. Not to do with strikes, but to do with, oh, we couldn't get hold of the actor right away or whatever. Like, we'll record this at a later time. I have seen that. So there is no excuse for a game company to do that. But to replace someone is really, like, actively going against a strike. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make a difference? Does that distinction make sense? Like, there's a difference between just, like, a game kind of, like, look, we're not going to flip union, but we won't replace you, versus, like, okay, fine, we'll replace you then. Like, I mean this in the sweetest, loveliest way, but having voices in games is kind of a luxury. It's not, like, the most necessary thing. It's a lovely accessibility feature. It's a lovely thing to make a game a more immersive experience. But, like, if you take, like, a movie, you can't, like, have a movie without, like, the main actor in it, right? That's, like, the whole point of a movie. You have to have that main actor there. For, like, a video game, you only need to look at, like, old school Zelda, or even just Pokemon, and be like, yeah, you can have characters without voices. Maybe it would make the world more immersive or whatever, but it's not as necessary. Voice actors are a smaller part of the video game machine, a smaller cog in the video game machine, if it were. But, like, to replace people is really, like, you know, that is, like, really being, like, sort of anti-worker and kind of sort of pro-AI. And it's, and basically the problem is, like, scabbers kind of get rewarded for being bad, and the people doing good things. Okay, so there's Claydol and, like, Kadabra. Do we want to go for Claydol just so we have something defensive? Or do we want to go for, like, Yanma just because it's weak and there are berries? Like, do we... I don't know what we want to do here with regards to, like, switches and... I mean, I need a shiny Claydol as well. But, like, does that distinction make sense between those things? Oh, Claydol does have ancient power. Actually, that's a good idea, yeah. So if we do, like, Fracture for Claydol, that would be pretty good. So... But yeah, so it's just that thing where... So, again, and here's the thing. Say if there are, like, non-union games where, like, someone replaces someone, there's nothing... If it doesn't flip, there's nothing the union can do about that, right? I am going to Metal Sound again here because this will help out Claydol and Talonflame. So, if a project isn't union and it doesn't flip union, if someone scabs a role, there's, like, no, like, punishment for that. There's kind of nothing. And again, like I said, there could be things where sometimes it's like, oh, well, we'll just, like, permanently replace this character with this voice actor. And, like, that's not cool. And so that's why I kind of say, if you have access to comment sections, like videos, feedback on games, stuff like that, please do say, you know, that, like, you want the original voice actors back, or you hope they come back once the strike is resolved. Don't let them just, like, replace someone, like, forever, and particularly, don't let, like, a scab win. Oh, hi, Viper. I'm just talking about the strike. I'm talking about scabbing, which is... So basically, Viper, because a load of video games aren't recording right now, we're reaching a point in the strike. We're about, like, 3 months into the strike. So we're reaching a point where you might see some video games that have established voices and characters, but the characters are going to have a different voice. You may have noticed some projects where they just have no voice. You may notice some other projects where they just have, like, a foreign language voice. But there are going to be some where they replace actors with other actors. And the second use of the word actors there I'm using very generously. But basically, they will just try and find people to replace the original people. And in some cases, like, permanently. Like, they will punish the original actor for, like, just trying to do the right thing and trying to, like, save their industry. And basically, I'm kind of saying, like, if you have any ways to kind of, like, punish companies for making that decision, for making companies, like, for companies doing that, it's like, you know, if you kind of have ways to do that, please do it. Like, in the most respectful, polite way possible. You know, please let these companies know. Again, don't write in all capital letters, don't swear at them, don't, like, get racist or anything like that, but just, like, put in comment sections, it's a shame that you replaced the voice, and I hope you get the original voice actor back soon, or something like that. Like, you know, like, or, you know, if you didn't get the original actor because they were on strike, I hope you get them back once the strike is resolved. Please let companies know this. Please put these things on, like, public comment things, because the union has done such a poor job at letting, like, sort of quote-unquote regular people know that this strike even exists, that, like, it means that people aren't even aware of stuff like this. Like, they aren't, like, people's voices are gonna change, they're not gonna know why, and, like, scabbers are going to win. And, you know, and I've kind of, like, you know, heard word, not that the bird is the word, but that I've kind of, like, heard rumblings of projects where it sounds like kind of like maybe people could get replaced. And and it's not fair. It's not fair to like punish people. And you know, like, I get that maybe like, oh, like, well, it's only a temporary thing, but then we'll get them into record. Okay, fine, sure, whatever. But like, if people like permanently get punished for this, that's not fair. And it's not fair to reward people who are trying to jump ahead in their careers by stealing people's roles. It's not cool, okay? So, I don't know who can Dynamax. Basically, I'd say if it's not Talonflame, then that's okay. But that's what I ask. Like, you know, in addition to like letting people know, let them know about this as well, and let them know it's not cool, and make sure that like companies know this. You know, if there is like a character and they have like a special video about them, but they have a different voice, like, thumbs down the video, thumbs it down, and put a comment and say like, you've changed the voice, and that's not cool. And you know, because these companies need to know that, like, if they are replacing people, that is really bad. It's anti-worker. It's, like, just, like, trying to stand in solidarity and do the right thing. You know, all for one and one for all. You know, it's just, and I don't want to see, like, my friends, like, lose out on jobs because they're trying to do the right thing. And I don't want to see the people who steal my friends' jobs get rewarded for it. So, you know, strikes are meant to be disruptive. And again, they're even going to be disruptive to, like, non-union things that don't flip. But at the end of the day, it's going to make things better for the workers on those non-union things down the line. You know, why is this Lugia so bulky? Oh my gosh. Okay, Max Phantasm will help, though. Okay, this will help, though. It is unfair. I'm sorry, and it's just one of those things where, like, again, there are going to be people who are knowingly going to steal roles, and they will have excuses. They will say stuff like, "Oh, well, I've got like a mortgage and kids," or something like that. It's like, well, you don't think like other people do? You don't think some of the people who are striking don't, like, do you just think that everyone who's striking is like rich and wealthy and like doesn't need this work? Yes, some of them are like are going to be fine throughout this strike. Like I said, there are going to be people who this is only going to be like an inconvenience to them as opposed to like a scary time for them. And that's why I say find the people for whom this is a scary time. People who, like, they don't own a house but they rent a house or whatever, like that, you know, they're rooming with like 5 people and all this other stuff. Like, find those people, the people who are like poor, and like do stuff to help them. You know, go see them at a convention, go support their streams. The cat's going nuts in the background. Maybe this does have like some kind of like defense boosting nature or something. It would explain a lot, honestly. But yeah, it's like I get why like some people might work on certain gigs throughout this strike. Ones where it's like, it'd be good if you didn't work on that, but like, okay, fine, whatever. Like, I understand that, but no one needs to steal anyone's gigs throughout this. And it's just, you know, and I've kind of like been getting rumblings that this might be happening soon, and if it does, it's not cool. And, you know, the company, like, yes, like the scabbers need to have some shame, like, and feel some shame, and don't let them forget that they scabbed. But also, but don't let the companies get away with it either, okay? Sorry, I'll cheer now. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this cheer feeble or great? Light screen, more like a fight screen. But yeah, I haven't really talked about this just because, again, at first, you know, there was kind of a hope that, hey, maybe the strike would go on like a few weeks or something, and we would get this resolved, and so stuff would get delayed, but nothing would like get too heavily impacted. Also, why is this thing knocking out a load of our Pokemon? I'm kind of scared now. Okay, but Shadow Ball, we did it! Well done, Team 5! I feel alive! I feel alive. So well done, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. On Lara, thank you for hosting. Xander, thank you for hosting the previous one as well. If you have not clicked like on the video, please do it. So many people have come by to watch this today, so please, if you haven't clicked like on the video, please do it now. It's super duper mega appreciated. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you, thank you. Let's do one last final patented double shiny check, and then I will leave for the day. And I'll go feed some stray cats in like an hour or something like that. Or an hour and a half or something. I don't know. But anyway. Oh, actually, no, wait. Some minor good news. Getting rid of VAs and replacing them as a crime against humanity. Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing, Satella. It's like I said. Like, I understand if people step away from roles. I'll give you guys a good example. Paddington 3. I know this sounds mad. Paddington 3. Bear with me. Get it? Bear. He's a bear. Get it? Get it? Get it? No, but Paddington 3. In the first two Paddington movies, Mrs. Brown, the mother, was played by the wonderful Sally Hawkins, right? I think she has, like, since gotten an Oscar nomination since those movies and stuff like that. But, like, they're making a third Paddington 3. It's coming out in, like, January. She's not going to be in it. Now, she has, like, stepped away from the role. Maybe they, maybe there's some stuff like they didn't try and offer her enough money or whatever. But I think she was just kind of like done with that role, and it's going to be played by the also lovely Emily Mortimer. And I saw an interview, and it sounds like Sally Hawkins is like very okay with it. Like it's not some angry, oh, they kicked me out or anything. It's just like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this role, and I'm kind of happy to pass it on, and that's fine. Emily Mortimer is lovely. She's not a scab. But when it's a strike. When people, like, walk away from roles, that's one thing. When people don't do a role because there's a strike, that's different. And so, this is basically my plea to you guys. To as gently and as politely, but also sternly, as possible, let these companies know. I mean, let the scab actors know as well. But, like, let these companies know. Don't just, like, attack the actors. Make sure the companies know. Like, hey... when there's, like, a strike, you don't replace people. You don't do that, okay? Like, you leave it silent, you leave it in a foreign language, whatever. But, like, you don't replace people. And you don't, like, punish someone forever for, like, like, unions, like, have gotten us weekends and, like, 40-hour work weeks and all the things we value, okay? So even if, like, you're not part of a union or something like that, if anyone ever is, like, part of a union doing something, you respect that. If a bunch of teachers go on strike and it means you have to, like, home educate your kid for a day, like, you respect that. Like, it's inconvenient, it's annoying, you can have a bit of a moan and a whinge about it, but you say, but this is for the greater good, because I don't want teachers having poor standards. Like, if your railway workers or, transportation people are on strike, is it annoying that you have to take a replacement bus, or that it's more difficult to travel on a particular day? Yes, that's very annoying, and I'm very sorry that you can't, get to where you might need to go. But the point is, though, but you still respect it, because these things are important. Like, these things are very important, and we value these things. And people should not be punished for trying to make these things better, because, again, the oceans rise... and all boats rise with that, okay? The water rises, the tide rises, and all the boats rise with it. The cat's going nuts in the background. I legit might have to deal with him before ending the stream. Right, let's do this double thing, but, like, let these companies know it's bad. Shame them. Like, kick up a fuss. Like, again, politely and reasonably, don't be nasty, but, like, you express your disappointment. You heavily express your disappointment. And if enough people do that in a comments section, maybe a place like IGN or whoever will, like, see it, and they'll do an article on it. And then more people will know about it. People who don't play these games will see, who follow a place like IGN, will see an article, and it's like, fans expressed, extreme disappointment in so-and-so for replacing voice actors. Because that's, like, again, the union don't do enough of this. Like, they're not, like, getting in, they're not getting the attention of IGN and stuff like that enough. And to be honest, the most powerful people who are able to achieve it, in all honesty, it isn't the union, though. It's not entirely the union's fault. The people who have the power to, like, kind of do this is you guys. Like, we the gamers, gamer Bo, not voice actor Bo, but like Gamerbo, you know, kind of has the ability to do this, and you guys have the ability to do this. So don't let these companies get away with it if they do it. If any places do this, they replace people, and it's, you know, and you can be like, I think this is because of the strike. You let them know. So anyway, that's my bit. I just wanted to say that. Sorry to keep you guys. So let's do this thing. Maractus, not shiny. Mr. Mime, not shiny. Claydol, not shiny. And Lugia, no Nesquik Lugia. I am really in a drought now. I am really in a drought. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. I'm going to take Maractus, because how often have we taken Maractus? Kevin, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Right, okay. That is it for today, but see, that's the magic of the 2 p.m. streams. Maybe sometimes we could do 5 or even 6 Dynamax Adventures, so who knows. Okay. I won't keep the Lugia because enough of you guys have a Lugia. Right, so that is all from me today. Just 2 quick things. Number 1, please, please, please click like on the video if you haven't done that already. It does just help out so much, and I just hugely appreciate it. So please, 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 if you can, it just helps out like so much. And then, and yeah, and because I'm on a different time now, I just need like as many people to be able to know we're on a different time now. If you didn't watch my Super Mario World video, please go watch my Super Mario World video. I did a new one yesterday. It's really fun. It's like 2 minutes long. Please just like watch it all the way through and see if you know the trick, and like it if you like it, okay? You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me talk about the strike, because it's been like over 3 months now. Tomorrow we enter, I guess, like month 4. Sort of, well, this week, like this, you know, Saturday will be our like 3-month strike stream anniversary. So yeah, I hope the drought is ended either like tomorrow, Friday, or tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, but we'll have to see. Anyway, lots and lots of love to you guys. Enjoy your candy and your spoopy antics. Have a very happy Halloween, and I will see you tomorrow for November the 1st, White Rabbits. Stream, okay? So I'll be back tomorrow, Friday. Maybe we'll do some extra Dynamax Adventures tomorrow because it's a Friday, end of the week. But we'll see how it goes, okay? So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Lots and lots of love. Take care. Have a good one. Thanks for letting me vent a bit. But yeah, we're kind of getting to a point now where like this could be happening for people, and it's not going to be fair to see, but you guys have the power. You guys have the keys. So if you please, thank you so much. Have a happy Halloween. Take care, guys. I'm very bad at goodbyes. Goodbye. And like, watch the Mario video.